Hello, welcome. I'm Pauline from Pauline's Quilters World, and I'm here to show you my favourite batting. Now, a lot of you already know I make all of my quilts Quilt As You Go, so it took me a long time to find the right batting that would allow my seams to sit really flat where I join the blocks together after they're quilted. Example, this Lulu's quilt on the table here is all Quilt As You Go. So where I've joined my blocks together with the sashing, I have no bulk. I find with a lot of other battings, there's some fabulous ones out there, but I found they just added that bulk that I didn't need. Now, being fusible, fantastic. You don't have to use any safety pins at all. Now, it is double-sided fusible. It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. When you purchase this, if you purchase it off from our website, it is 2.4 wide. Now this piece here, when I open it out, will become 2.4 wide. It's rolled under heat, so it is stuck together. So don't get fooled and thinking this is the thickness of it. It's not. You need to pull it apart once, and you feel like you're ripping it, but you're not. You're actually just separating it. So we'll pull it apart. And when I pull this apart, it becomes 2.4 wide. Oops. So just keep stretching it out. Now, if you brought 2 or 3 meters of this, or 2 or 3 yards, you might, once you've pulled it apart, you might like to lay it out on a bed to rest out a bit, because it'll be a little bit wrinkled. But those wrinkles will come out when I start ironing the layers together. So remember, always pull it apart because you want it to be the 2.4 wide. A lot of people do decide to keep it folded because they want it a bit thicker and a bit warmer. That is perfectly fine too. Now, if I'm going to iron up this piece that I have here, I'm going to use an ironing surface. You can use the table. I've got this quilt out here. I can have a quilt on there, and I don't need to have a quilt on. I can just use a normal tabletop. We won't get any glue on our table. So I'm going to lay out the backing piece. Just lay it out. Then get your batting. Now, I've got my batting in 2 pieces because I want to explain to you how you would join this together if you've got offcuts left over out of something. You would lay one piece out, then you'd lay the other piece out and just butt them up together. That's all you have to do. Just get a nice straight edge and butt them together. Flatten it all out. Then put your top on top of that. So this could be your quilt top, but if I'm making a table runner here, I'm going to quilt my background fabric before I do the applique on this table runner, which is a really nice, easy way to do it. So just lay everything out nice and flat. Then with your regular big iron, I'm just going to use my mini iron because it's easier to manage here, but I would, if I'm ironing something up like a big quilt, I'm going to use my big regular iron. I need it on a dry setting. You do not want steam when you're doing this. Now we just start in the centre and we slowly press. Now don't iron fast, because if we iron fast, you're not going to get enough heat into it, because the batting has a very light adhesive on it. So you want that adhesive to be activated by the heat of the iron. So move your iron slowly. Just keep working over the whole surface. Then it's so much quicker to iron up something than actually pin it. It's so much gentler on your hands than trying to do up all of those pins. So just keep ironing right to the edges all the way through. Press firmly, move slow. Now once you get that done, and a little hint here, if I happen to iron something, if this was a whole quilt top and I had sashing through here, and as I ironed it, the sashing went a little bit crooked, you could pull this off hundreds of times and re-iron it. It doesn't lose its stickiness. I can set the iron on it nothing sticks to the base of my iron. So it's a really nice product to use. When we're quilting with it and stitching through it, it doesn't clog up our needle. So I've just found it is the best of the best. It's really premium quality. They do such a great job with it. So we've got that side done. Now all we do is flip this over. The back usually is not stuck because the heat doesn't go right through. Just flatten out the back and then press this side. Once you get that done, you're ready to go to your sewing machine and start quilting. Or in this case, I will quilt this first, then I'll come back and do the applique. So when we do our blocks Quilt As You Go, I'm just going to cut my blocks to size, cut the backing and the batting, iron the 3 layers together, go to my machine and quilt them, and then I'll come back and join it together. But you can see how we join our quilts together on our YouTube channel, so go to that, Pauline's Quilters World. Subscribe so you can get all of our notification when our videos come out. And also go to our website, have a look around. We have the batting by the metre or the yard there. You can buy it in whatever quantities you want. It is 2.4 wide, don't forget that. And you know, watch the little video so you know how to use this batting, how it's going to adhere, and have fun with it. But our website is www.pqw.com.au. So till next time, happy quilting.